I was living fast, yeah, I felt it all. Every bad decision, every late night call. Laughing in the chaos, middle fingers high. Didn't fear the crash, didn't care if I died.
We're back. You see, glorious morning here in South Padia. Actually heading into town on the Grom, the SF. I usually don't take this one to town because they have been a little bit touchy about loud bikes, and even though I've done everything I could with the setup I had to make it less loud, it's well, it's still above the limit. The choppy idle definitely catches some attention. So I'm just gonna try to sneak in and sneak out without anyone noticing I'm there. That's the goal. Running out of gas again. I actually have no idea what my range is on this one nowadays. Probably a lot less than stock. So, get a little bit of breeze through the clothes again. It's gonna be brutal today. There's two ways to survive days like this. It's either indoors in the aircon or being wet. It's kind of nice when with this kind of heat when you're off work. Now we don't really have any good waterfalls just yet. They're mostly empty, silly small streams because it haven't started raining enough yet. But the beaches are still gorgeous. And 40 degrees on the beach is not as bad. I could enjoy that today. But now I have some work to do, so I will do option one and stay indoors with a bit of aircon and a fan and everything, trying to keep the temperatures down inside. So, but we're gonna go down to wherever we are, down to Jomtien here and buy some snus. That's way deeper in the tourist areas than I would have wanted to go. So if anyone is feeling like starting to sell snus in the outskirts of East Padia, I will be your number one customer. A little bit more. I have a short rear fender. Stop wetting the roads. That's it. Probably dirty. The bike is dirty. It is always dirty. I clean it and then it's dirty. That's the downside of the short rear fenders. It looks like they had rain here, like last night or something. I don't think we had it home. We're still not out of gas. That's a good sign. No, we're not too far away from the gas station here. After the last tune, this bike rides so good. It doesn't matter what I do on it, it rides so good. Like in here, keeping the revs down, it's so nice and torquey. And that's the thing with me on these bikes. I mean, I could ride the stock power and be happy with that, probably for the rest of my life. But stock power seems to decrease. So like, this one was always a little bit underpowered since we bought it, but it was good enough. Then it got worse. It got slower. They started to consume more oil, and yeah, it was just time for a piston ring change, and in general. No, that's 8 o'clock. I hear my phone alarm goes off. No, but when doing piston rings, I might as well do the light big bore. I don't know. It's probably not even the light big bore. We're on a 58 millimeter cylinder, so I think that turned out to be approximately 149 cc's. Then 4-valve head, because it's probably deserved a top-end renovation as well. Let's see, we're gonna fuel up here. If you thought it was hard to get into neutral with the direct shift because it's so touchy, you should imagine doing that without the shifter peg. Then it absolutely sucks. Damn, good. Now that's some juice. So it continued to slowly crawl back into the city on as small of a road as possible. I don't know how hard they are right now on the sound and stuff, but I know they had or probably still do have problems with some foreigners in central Padia and Jomtien riding around on stupid loud bikes, revving the engines and all of that stuff. So even though I don't ride like that, I tend to be just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and then they just assume I'm just like that. This bike actually almost got impounded, and we were standing with engines off at the gas station, fueling up, going home. Me and my missus. It was right when first maiden voyage with the new engine build, and well, it was loud. Like, it was stupid loud. It was like embarrassing loud. So I was like, yeah, just cut this one short, let's get home. And then we pull over at the gas station, because apparently there was racing going on in that area, or at least rumors of racing. So then they were looking for race bikes, and well, we fit the description. Luckily, they only find one of the bikes, because the other one is bone stock. It might look like a race bike because it has all the carbon fiber and all that stuff. But that's my girl's daily, the Giorno. You've seen it on the channel a couple of times. But it's completely stock. But they wrote the ticket and everything on this one. and the sound was written to 110 decibels, and they never even started the freaking bike. The problem was, I would have argued this normally, but the problem was that I was looking at that and I'm like, I don't think 110 is enough. It might have been more. So I didn't want a measurement done on that one. And then, well, it's the wrong color. It's supposed to be red and black, and well, it's not. It's just black. So where I come from, that's a minor detail. It's something we do on inspection, the yearly inspection. We just, you see the color is wrong, and they note it in the paperwork, and it's updated. It's no biggie. Here, you need the same kind of paperwork to change the color of the bike as you do to change the ownership, which was a little bit of a shock for me. So out of all my bikes, well, the Giorno is stock color, so that one's fine, and the Dax is stock color, so that's fine. Well, the Sewer is probably the safest bike I've ever owned because it's broken all the time. It's been since I think it ran for 2 weeks when I bought it, and then it broke, and that's where it's still at. But this one is the wrong color. I did change the color on the Dream. I don't think I've ridden the Dream on the channel yet. It's a Super Cub 110, and somehow they got the I don't know if it's an official name. I think it's an official name. I've even seen them with stock stickers saying Dream, but it's like a version of the Super Cub with a 110. But that one is wrong color. That one was like every single color poo can be when I bought it. It looked fucking terrible. I have no idea who walked into a dealer at some point and like, yeah, I want the poo color one. And that one, so I think this one is due for tax in October. So my plan is to have 0 run-ins, because I've only had one since I came here, basically 4 years ago. So the plan is to just be super sneaky and not have any run-ins with the law, and then sort the color on this one, because this one's gonna stay black. And then because my other Grom, I actually changed the color just a little while ago, and that's how I knew the amount of paperwork they needed for that minor update. So we're gonna do that to this one as well, and then but the Dream, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna change color on that one again. I'm not 100% to what. I was looking at it yesterday because I'm not super. I'm not super happy with the color of that one. It's like a sunburst orange, sparkly thing with I would say like a graphite gray leg fairing. It looks alright, but it looks a little bit too ricey for my taste. So might do an update on that one before I do inspection on it and update the color. So I'm not 100% sure what to do with it. I've been thinking about green, I've been thinking about red. Red would look good though. I've also been thinking about blue. I've seen some blue ones that are absolutely gorgeous. Problem with that one is that, yeah, well, usually the Super Cub is super classic looking. This one is more, I would say it's more like a 90s style, because you have the square headlight. It's a 2014, but I would say the styling to me feels like something that I used to see growing up. I don't know. See what happens with that one. It's starting to be like a lot of little things to catch up on this. And at the same time, I do want to build out the DAX. But I mean, how it looks now sucks. I don't like the stock fender because it's ugly as fuck. And then I bought from a brand that at least tries to look legit. A new tall fender, more like how they used to look back in the day. But then when the fender arrived, it was like wonky plastic, and I was not impressed at all about that one. This is like the biggest risk for me. Idling at a freaking red light. There's no way in hell that my bike isn't too loud on idle. Then I can ride it quieter, but still too early to be busy in town. It's a little bit comforting. Oh, let's see. I have no idea what they're building here, but it's gonna be big. I do know what they're building here. It's gonna be a huge condo. I'm impressed that it's still such a big market for it to build more. I think I stayed 3 months in a condominium here in Tarja, back like early when I came here, and it sucked. I absolutely hated it. So after those 3 months, I stayed. I actually had that one for a year, like a regular apartment, second floor. Almost only Thai neighbors. That was quite right. See, now I'm gonna pick up some snus, then I get back to you guys afterwards. I need a shifter peg. So bad. So now, see. Oh, Yeah, we're recording. So I'm all stocked up on snus for like another week or so. And it's time to get to work. And so far it seems like we're... no, I'm not gonna fucking jinx it. But it looks like we're getting out of town. I did just jinx it, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Well, hopefully I will make it out of town. Back on Sukhumvit Road. This is the longest road in Thailand, I've been told. I haven't looked it up, but I've been told so. Basically it starts in the heart of Bangkok, going all the way down, following the coastline somewhat, to the Cambodian border. Whoa, the road is so bumpy down here, it's freaking insane. I cleaned up a ride. There was a car burning right out there a few days ago. Wow, it felt like it went so much faster out of town than it did into town. Or it feels like you're out of town earlier because all the traffic is going into town right now. Most of it, at least. Let's see, I'm gonna cut over to the next road somewhere. I think it's down there, but the truck. Oh, give it nice. You have a little bit smaller tire. Oh. Where the fuck is this? Oh yeah, no, I know. Never used that road before, so it's like, There's so many roads in this town, it's freaking retarded. It's easy to get severely lost. And I thought, and I'm still hoping a little bit, to be getting out on the right road on here. That looks like it gotta be the right road. I don't think I've ever used this road before, but I've driven past it on both sides many times. But it's definitely the right road. Good. Might actually find my way out of here today. I will be trying to continue to push out at least one video a week. I need to get into some sort of routine with the new job, because right now I have none, and I mean absolutely fucking none. But I think I've been doing it wrong as well, because when I wake up, I start working, and then I work constantly until I go back to bed. And it's not sustainable. I can do it for a little while sorting problems out, but not sustainable. They won't pay me enough to do it continuously. Now let's talk a little bit about the bike here. At the end of the video, I'm planning on cutting this when I leave town. But well, this is the bike that I've been spending money. Is like actually kind of the wrong way to see it, because to be fair, bike parts that they're building, at least certain bikes, are crazy cheap down here. But it's been this one I've been putting the most work into over the last couple of months. So we've done the engine build. Before that, we did the plastics. I've done all the new rotors. What I can think of right now that it's left to do is that I need to do brake lines. Get that squishy, expanding feel out of those rubber lines. To do braided lines, all new brake fluids. They don't really change brake fluids down here, so I don't know. I found one that understands the concept, and so I've been taking my bikes down to him. But other than that, I tend to I should take the foot pegs, that were like the entire mount for the pegs, both mine and passenger, off, and then send them off to get powder coated, because everything else on the bike is very black. And I have been looking at complete the supermoto look a little bit, because you might have seen that I do the supermoto fender on this one, and put on wire wheels. I actually found stock size wire wheels. A lot of people down here, they go 14 or 17 inch wheels on these bikes, and I kind of like the look of the 12 inch wheels. So when I stumble upon black wheels with chrome spokes from one of the known name brands, I was like, yeah, maybe I should. Then I think this one is starting to be finished, at least for a while. And then of course I need to find new mirrors again. These are like a year old, and there's a portion of the aluminium that cracks in them. It makes them flop around way too easy. So if I go a little bit faster, they self-adjust, which is annoying as fuck. They lost quite a bit of color during this year. They started out nice and black, and now they're not. Which is quite sad, because I really liked the look and the position on these. When they don't readjust themselves, they actually work really, really good. They're quite hard to adjust. Because the room of where you can see anything and actually use them as mirrors are super tiny, because I need to find like the right spot and the right angle to where I can move my elbow and see behind me. That's basically on the to-do list for this one. Then I would have liked to start vibrating. It's crazy. Would have liked to start to build out the purple one for a couple of reasons. It should be next in line, and it runs like retarded good. It runs way too good for a stock Grom. It pulling hard, it's going fast, and it's doing it all day. But it is slightly alcoholic. It's drinking a lot of oil. So that one's definitely overdue for some engine work. But I think when this one's finished, I probably have to dive down into the Dream, get that one 100% sorted, new color sorted, and all that stuff. Before I jump on the OG. And then I have the DAX, which is new. But I started to realize that because how the police work in Thailand, it's usually short burst of very hard enforcement on one specific rule. So it's good to have a stock bike that is okay by all standards. And right now we have two. We have my DAX and the Jono. So I shouldn't be buying any more bikes just yet. Start to get the ones that are not already not fully street legal sorted, so they are bringing rate at what they're meant to do, and then start replacing the dailies. And in that case, it should be another auto coming up here for that my girl will take over as a daily, so I get to build the Jono. So Jono is actually a pretty fun bike. I like that one. The videos that I don't know if it's the camera or if it's the memory card. I'm hoping the memory card because I bought a new one of those, but it corrupted so much footage. It was like it was never there. I looked at the camera, I saw the clip was 28 seconds. Then when I opened the camera after I was done filming, the footage was like 17 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my last 11 minutes? So, but I bought a new memory card, and hopefully this one is turning out great. That's at least it's the idea. So now we're outside Pattaya. We started to pick up speed. We got a ton of traffic up ahead by the looks of it. We're gonna end up on the highway, so yeah, you're gonna hear me less and less. So I guess this one is it. I mean, thank you for watching, and if you liked anything of it, press the like button and please subscribe. It's kind of fun as a motivator for myself that someone actually watches the videos. So yeah, until next time, peace.